We are back in Tucson, Arizona. Matthew Jacobson with Jacobson Sports Network. And after winning 2 out of 3 on the road in California, the Roadrunners returned to take on the division rival Ontario Reign in a 2-game set that had massive playoff implications, with just 7 points separating the two teams heading into this series. We'll start with Game 1. At 6:25 of the first period, Curtis Douglas, his 4th of the season, from McGregor and Lutz, giving the Roadrunners a 1-0 lead before Glenn Godden answered back for Ontario. Before, with a little under 2 minutes to go in the first period, Sam Lipkin, his 10th of the season, from Travis Barron and Kevin Connaughton, giving the Roadrunners a 2-1 lead heading into the second period. And after the game, I got to check in with Sam Lipkin, both what he saw on that play and how it feels to be a double-digit scorer in the AHL. Here it is.
Yeah, I think it's a good feeling. Put in a lot of work this offseason coming in the year, and kind of just stuck with the process, stuck with the game, and fortunate enough to get to that mark. That's a goal of mine, so I'm pretty happy. Good zip and tip, like we were talking about. Got a fortunate bounce right off my chest, and yeah, that's a go-to shot, low blocker, so that was a good feeling.
Unfortunately, from that point on, it was all Ontario. 3 unanswered goals, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, with a 4-2 final. And despite a phenomenal performance by Matthew Villalta, who stopped 29 shots in that game, the Roadrunners still lose by 2 goals. Here's what Coach Steve Potvin had to say about the team's performance in that first game.
You know, I thought there was some quality inside. There's no doubt. We did penetrate. You know, I thought some of the. You know, I think the ice was just tilted a little bit too much from, you know, in their favor. And honestly, I thought a lot of our shots were from the outside. We weren't able to get the second wave or second opportunity at the net. And when we did, it was a lot of times real tight that we really couldn't get around the goal.
Let's go ahead and jump into Game 2. We're 3 minutes and 48 seconds in. Curtis Douglas, his 5th of the season, from Maverick Lamberou and Julian Lutz, once again starting off the scoring and giving the Roadrunners a 1-0 lead heading into the second period. Before Ontario would tie it early, but then at 8 minutes and 14 seconds on the power play, Max Zuber, his 6th, from Kyler Yamamoto and Andrew Agazzino, making it 2-1 Tucson once again, 2 nights in a row, before once again it being all Ontario in the third period, once more a 4-2 final. Matt Villalta, another 25 saves tonight. One of those goals was an empty net goal. And Tucson, who coming into this series was looking for 4 points and to solidify their place in the division for the playoff run, will now have to go into this weekend series trying to make up the difference. Here's Coach Steve Potvin about this game and heading into the next series.
You know, it's a 60-minute game. You have to be able to do your best for every minute, every second of each period. You know what? After a first period like we had, you know, there's no doubt that the opposition is going to find a way to get to their game. You know, we expect a little bit of pushback, teams make adjustments, but I felt like we did what we could to manage our periods. You know, the second period's a man's period, and we had to do what we could to stay out on top of it.
And the Roadrunners will be staying right here in Tucson as they will host another Pacific Division matchup this weekend, hosting the San Jose Barracuda on the 15th and 16th, with another opportunity for points to solidify their playoff standing in the Pacific Division. Live from Tucson Arena, I am Matthew Jacobson with Jacobson Sports Network, signing out.